Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Cooking Everything Outdoors show. Today we're making individual sized beef Wellingtons on the grill. So I know what you're thinking, beef Wellingtons are totally gourmet, but we're going to break it down to make it so simple you're going to wish you'd have done this a long time ago. We're making individual sized beef Wellingtons, which only requires about 7 or 8 ingredients. We're going to do it all on the grill. You'll need a skillet, a grill, and really that's just about it. Let's get going. I'm going to show you the ingredients. So for our ingredients, it's pretty simple. I have 2 really nice cuts of filet mignon, and the quantities are approximate. And it just depends on how much you're cooking and what you'll need. So I'll give you roughly what I have. So on my filet mignons, these are about 1.5 inches thick. I have almost a half a cup of chopped flat leaf parsley, about a half a cup of yellow onion chopped, 2 green onions sliced. Traditionally, you would use Dijon mustard. I don't like this stuff personally. This is stone ground mustard, and it's got some vinegar in it, so it's nice and tart. You would also use sherry, but I'm using some red wine. You'll need about 1 pound of mushrooms sliced, stems removed, a little bit of butter, and several slices of prosciutto. Other than that, you'll also need some puff pastry, and I'll show you that in a little bit. So to get things started, I want to saute my mushrooms, my onions, and my parsley. We're going to do that in a little bit of butter, followed up with a little bit of wine. Add our mushrooms, onion, green onion, and our parsley. And we're going to saute that down until there's no moisture left in it. So this is coming along nicely. I'm going to add a little bit of wine. And we'll continue to cook until the liquid's dissolved. Okay, so this looks pretty good. You can cook it down a little bit more if you want. Some people even at this point will blend it, but I'm not going to. I like a little bit on the rustic side. You can go ahead and remove this from the heat, and we're going to prepare our filet mignon. So now we need to prepare filet mignon. It's very, very simple. I'm just going to add some coarse salt and some coarse black pepper to all the surfaces. Be very generous with your seasonings. There's a lot of beef here. Now we're going to throw this on the grill. You can do it one of multiple ways. You can do it in a skillet. You can do it on a pan. I'm going to use my Island Grillstone because that's always in my grill. What I'm looking to do is to sear all the surfaces of the filet mignon. I don't want to cook it. I just want to sear it. So once you have that seared nicely, go ahead and set it aside. And then we're going to work on our puff pastry next. So now we're going to take 1 sheet of puff pastry that's still cold. It's really important that it's cold, otherwise that it just won't work, which makes this recipe a little bit of a challenge if you're out camping and such, but I think it can be done. And we're going to open this up, and then I want to roll it out until it's a wee bit thinner. And the reason for that is it's going to wrap easy around my tenderloins, and I'm going to be able to get 2 nice pieces out of this. If it gets too warm on you, just run and put it in the refrigerator real quick to cool it off as you're working with this. Don't be intimidated by it. It's pretty easy stuff. I would think as an alternative, if you can't find puff pastry, you could probably use some pre-made pie dough. Don't go through the effort of making your own because it is a lot of work. And just work from the center out. So once your puff pastry is rolled out nice and thin, we're going to cut it in half. And we're going to build it now. So to do that, we're going to take a little bit of our mushroom mixture, put it in the center of each one. We're going to take our mustard and generously coat your filet, set it right on top. Take your prosciutto. We're just going to lay that on the top of one of these. You could add more if you'd like. I think one piece is sufficient. Top it off with a little more of your mushroom. And then we're going to take a little bit of an egg wash, just simply a blended egg. And I'm going to seal this up by folding one over the other. A little bit of egg wash. Fold it up. Tuck the sides in, a little bit more egg wash. And this is strictly just to hold everything together. Like so. Like so. Give it a good form till you got the shape you like. Flip it over. Now these go on the grill at 425 degrees for about 25 minutes until the puff pastry is basically browned. Right now is a good time to add a little bit more egg wash to the top just to make sure it's golden. For 25 minutes. So it's been 25 minutes and these things look beautiful. And they're actually starting to bust open. So if we did this right, these are going to be a fabulous medium rare on the inside. And just look at that. So we're going to let this sit for 10 minutes now. So now it's time to see how we did. I'm going to cut this baby open and hopefully if everything went as planned, we're at a medium rare inside, or maybe even close to a medium, but no more than that. It's supposed to be medium rare, and that's what we're shooting for. But you saw how easy this was to do on a grill, just putting it together, put it on the grill, and it turned out absolutely beautiful. All right. Ah, look at that. Let's try this. It's so good. Of course, the filet mignon is incredibly tender. No question about that. Cooked, I might say, to perfection. The mushroom sauce is wonderful. Get some saltiness from the prosciutto. And the puff pastry is just to die for. Okay, so this turned out great. I hope you tried this on your own grill at home. Doesn't take much. It's not hard to do. If I can fumble through it, you can fumble through it. And until my next video, please give this a thumbs up and leave a comment. Love to hear what you think about it. And I will see you when I see you.